In the quaint town of Pine Bluff, where the air is usually filled with the scent of blooming azaleas and the sounds of harmonious daily routines, a cold breeze swept through the alleys of Mistwood Avenue one September morning. The events that transpired that day would eerie shake the close-knit community to its core and dredge up secrets thought buried long ago. The day began like any other in the life of Madeline Harper, the local librarian, who was renowned for her warm smiles and her ability to recommend the perfect book. But on this particular morning, her routine was disrupted by an unusual discovery. As she unlocked the library's front door, she noticed a piece of crumpled paper tucked away beneath the welcome mat. Unfolding it, she found a hastily scrawled note that read, "Check the history section." Puzzled, but intrigued, Madeline made her way to the dusty shelves that housed stories of times past. Her fingers passed over the spines of books about wars, revolutions, and forgotten civilizations until a small, seemingly misplaced volume caught her attention. It wasn't a book on history, but rather a diary, its cover worn and leather-bound. Opening it cautiously, Madeline couldn't help but gasp as she came across a name she recognized all too well: Eleanor Rigby, the former mayor's wife who vanished without a trace nearly 40 years ago. Eleanor Rigby was Pine Bluff's perennial mystery. One day, she was there, active in community events, her laughter ringing through town halls. The next, she was simply gone. No note, no signs of struggle, nothing. Her disappearance became the subject of hushed gossip and wild speculation, but no substantial leads ever materialized until now. The diary revealed intimate details of Eleanor's life, her fears, her ambitions, and critically, her concealed turmoil. She wrote of a clandestine love affair, feelings of entrapment in her high-profile marriage, and most shockingly, her plan to escape it all. The final entry was dated a day before she was reported missing. It hinted at a rendezvous that might have gone awry, with a location mysteriously referenced as the Old Willow's End. Madeline shared her discovery with Thomas Gilmore, a retired detective who had never quite let go of the Rigby case. Intrigued and armed with new evidence, Thomas agreed to revisit the cold case, his investigative instincts reignited. Together, with the diary as their guide, they visited Willow's End, an abandoned pier that locals avoided due to whispered legends of tragic misfortunes. At the pier, amid the creaking of old wood and the lapping of lake waves, they found it, buried beneath a loose floorboard of the derelict boathouse. A box containing Eleanor's belongings, a photograph of her with an unknown man, letters, and a map that detailed a planned route out of town. The pieces of the puzzle were coming together, painting a picture of a woman desperate for a fresh start. As Thomas and Madeline dug deeper into the identity of the man in the photo, it led them to an old acquaintance of Eleanor, James Keller, once a thriving figure in Pine Bluff's social scene, and now a recluse. Under the weight of evidence and relentless questioning, James's facade crumbled, revealing a torrid story of love, betrayal, and a fateful misunderstanding that led to Eleanor's unintentional death. Grief-stricken and panicked, James confessed to hiding her body in fear of retribution and disgrace. The truth rocked the town of Pine Bluff, unearthing emotions and fears that many had harbored for years. The mystery of Eleanor Rigby was finally solved, not with the sensationalism many would have anticipated, but with a simple, tragic acknowledgement of her human frailty and desire for liberty. Justice, albeit delayed, was served, and as tranquility slowly returned to Pine Bluff, so too did the sense of closure, not just for Eleanor's remaining family, but for a community that had been haunted by her absence. In the halls of the local library, Madeline returned to her beloved books, each whisper of turning pages a testament to the stories, both told and untold, that weave the fabric of our lives.